Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some kind of intriguing news to go and cover all throughout this week, and I think it is actually some pretty good news as well. I think we've actually been on a little bit of a bad stint of, well, bad restock news or bad, just overall production news or whatever, but I think this week actually might be kind of a nice week, or at least maybe more so building up for next week as well. So kind of overall good news, and I'm going to try to go and spread some positivity, because sometimes, doom and gloom gets you some kind of easy clicks, but sometimes I want to actually share some good stuff going on as well. So we're going to be talking about some restock stuff, restock globally, restock in America, and pretty much a lot of things kind of tying to the fact that hopefully we could all get our consoles at least this week in general. And also, I kind of want to do something a little bit of a fun thing that I've never really done too much on my channel. So you guys can leave a comment down below. Let me know and actually have a guess from you guys that what you guys think the next major restock place might actually go and be. I'd be a little bit kind of curious on how the YouTube comments are actually going to guess just based on people who watch my videos, etc. Because I think overall, at least for if it's not this week, I think maybe next week we'll actually have some really good restock stuff going on. So let's go and talk about it. If you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, or make sure you guys are subscribed for the PS5 giveaway. We're also very, very close to 40,000 subs, which is an astronomical point in general. So if you guys are brand new, I'd love if you guys would go and subscribe. I think the YouTube itself actually says I'm at 40K, but I just looked at the dashboard, I'm at like 39,933 or something like that. So if any of you guys go and see this, if you guys want to sub either for the giveaway or whatever, we'll love if you guys subscribe with the notifications on. Leave a like if you guys enjoy. We have the Amazon links down below for the disc and digital PS5s to go and check and see. We also have the Twitter and Twitch streams, the link down below if you guys want to hang out there. And also the Weeble, sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money, and Coinbase. If you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin as well. Always linked down below. So as I mentioned, a little bit of an interesting week. This will be a little more kind of a talk video too as well. So we've been seeing lots, and I mean a lot, of the PS5 restock community. Some of the bigger boys also saying that tomorrow there is some confirmed drops. Now, I try to do some digging more so for my contacts at big retailers, and I'm not really seeing anything super that dramatically confirming all this stuff. So I'm kind of also curious too as well, because we've also seen a lot of people mention and reference on the PS Direct. And I think you actually can go and custom go and check the API for the PS Directs, and sometimes they actually preload stock on up. Now, this is 100% not my call, because I'm not sure about APIs or tracking APIs, but we've seen some of the big boys go and kind of say some stuff like that when it comes to restock. So I always kind of say this as kind of like a little bit of a channel theme. A lot of the times, whenever a lot of people go and mention stuff, there is usually a reason why they are being mentioned. So if anything, we maybe be on the lookout for some more restocks tomorrow. If I had to go and guess, and I'll probably give you guys more better information tomorrow morning, but I'd probably say maybe the Anton line or Costco's would look very likely, and then also the PS Directs if it does happen, because I think the last PS Direct was quite a while ago as well. But I'm not sure if that's what they're kind of just like maybe like swinging out in left field and hoping that a PS Direct drops and it's pure YOLO. So I guess we'll kind of go and see how good the credibility for some of those people are, if they're confirming it or not. So let you guys know on that. Just want to report on it just in case it goes in the actual lookout. But the main kind of topic I want to go and discuss on this is overall, this actually might be a really good week when it comes to PS5 restocks. Now, this kind of go and be into two things, so make sure you guys listen to both before you guys do anything else. Number one, because we have so much on the overall global stock, it might be good for that, and which also would mean maybe next week or then week afterwards would be really good for us in America. Now, I've kind of been having this theory mixed around a little bit, so kind of hear me out before you guys say anything. So we've actually had double confirmations. If you guys saw our video earlier on today, which I actually recommend, it's like just the previous last upload, was actually kind of a nice video because we actually had some Indian stock news, which basically had a few quotes. I think it was mainly more so the very first entire paragraph over here. But basically saying there's supposed to be a really big console drop with enough consoles to go around, falling far from ideal pre-order window and a rocky launch. Basically, Sony's trying to make everyone happy. And also, Sony's trying their best to make amends. Sources familiar with the company plan to tell IGN India that when the PS5s eventually get restocked, the quantity will be substantial. So we covered that in the earlier video. If you guys want to watch out for more in-depth details, you guys can. But also, if you guys look at the UK, we're seeing lots of really big restocks here too as well, with pretty much confirmations with Game, which is kind of like GameStop, Very, which is like Target, and Smith's Toys, think like basically Toys R Us if they didn't go out of sale, or they'll go whatever the word for, not out of sale, bankrupt. So basically we've actually had even more big confirmations too as well for things up now in the UK and also in India for this week, basically going and stating that, hey, we've actually had some really big restocks. Argos, which actually might be getting delayed though, which kind of stinks because we always want to keep on getting really nice big restocks. That's essentially like if a Best Buy gets delayed for a week as well here in America, but they actually have pretty much confirmed, and they did go and say today, the PS5 stock Twitter UK account did state that Game, Very, and Smith's Toys are all expected to get PS5 restocks this week. The only major difference is that Argos has not received any shipments of stock over the weekend or during the weekend's last week. Therefore, there's no expectations for an Argos drop. So scrapping, as always, why are you mentioning all these random places up in the UK or in India? So I kind of touched on this a little bit on the previous video earlier on today, but with a lot of people more so rumoring that we're going to have a really good week for stock, like that's more on everyone else. I kind of would say this week would be more quiet and then next week would be really nice if I had to go and say it myself. But we've had a lot of the big restock people say, hey, this week, be on the lookout. There's a lot of good potential for big drops. And now, as I mentioned, I'm not sure if they just mean more so on the PS Directs kind of starting up again tomorrow or anything else kind of mixed on in, maybe like a random, maybe like GameStop or Best Buy doing an earlier drop. We can kind of go and see. But overall, if we're seeing all this major stock when it comes to the UK, that's good. And I keep on always saying this because I think it's just overall true. Same with India. If they restock this week, which a lot of these major places are looking likely, even off the actual leaks and everything else mixed in for the UK drops, where basically you have the Game, the Very, the Smith's Toys, like all the very big, like triple top 5 companies, kind of how they do it in America, they're all getting restocks and they should be dropping this week or next. And same with Amazon UK that we've been noticing on that they actually have some actual stock on the way as well coming into the UK. And also with India, as you guys remember me quoting this a few moments ago, basically saying this next restock is going to be substantial. It's going to be huge. We're basically trying our best to make everyone who is upset with Sony happy that they have all the stock. So we're kind of seeing all these really, really big restock waves happening in all these regions. And I keep on saying it might come down to 2 things. Number 1 is positive that maybe Sony will just go and send a bajillion consoles to India, to Egypt, to UK, and basically then they're kind of like wiped off their slate for a few weeks, 2-3 weeks, because they got their big restocks, they got their huge amounts of stock, and then that lets them go and focus up on, like, say, America or Canada, which is very, very good news. So basically maybe like one more dry week. You know, last week was a little bit more on the drier side. And then that leads into us actually having some more really big waves again, you know, with the Walmarts, Amazons, Best Buys, Targets, GameStops, etc. So that's one really good potential. Basically, think about it this way. You owe like 100 stock to a bunch of people. You offered UK stock 2 weeks ago. You offered America stock a week ago. Basically, the UK, you want to fulfill them first. And then after that, they're all fully done. You give all the leftover stock to America. So that's kind of what I'm kind of thinking is going to happen, because we've kind of been noticing this a little bit where regionally it makes sense. Like sometimes we'll have the UK have a lot of restocks for a week or 2, then we have Canada at some point have a nice restock week, and then we have like America with like 2 weeks, and almost kind of like somewhat kind of divvies around from what we've kind of been noticing from all these trends of trying to get the Xboxes or getting the consoles. Or on the secondary thing, which would be even better, but I think it's a little bit more on the unlikely side, is that maybe just all of these locations, America included, are just getting stock pushed everywhere. So think like Sony had 2 million consoles and they're going and doing like 500,000 UK, 1 million in America, and you get like 200,000 in Target, 200,000 in Best Buy, and they kind of divvying it up throughout the next few weeks. And then maybe some places up in like Egypt and India, maybe Thailand, Japan, get some over the leftover stock. So either way, I actually do think this week or the next week will be looking very, very nice when it comes to stock. Now, I'm kind of a little bit more on the sketchy side for this week, just because so far all of our employee leaks that we've had from Best Buy, from Target, from all these places have been a little bit more on the drier side. Like they're not seeing too much movement, but we do know that Best Buy actually does have some stock sitting around their actual stock, which is always kind of a nice thing to go and see. But if they don't have stock in transit, that might be kind of a bad sign. So even if it's kind of a little bit more of a weaker week this week, it might be kind of nice to know that we're kind of either building on up stock or other stock that is allocated in other regions is being fulfilled and they're not overdue, and they can basically go and start focusing again up on the American markets. So kind of very intriguing, at least in my thoughts. I would love to hear your thoughts down below, but I feel from like watching and observing all these restocks for such a long time, this kind of seems like it's pretty spun on, because I think it's been like every other few weeks this kind of happens where one region gets stock and then we have to wait for the other regions, etc. So I would like to hear your thoughts down below. As I mentioned, if you guys want to go and guess on the next major restock, you guys can. Some people are being a little bit on the hush-hush, but I almost kind of want to say that just more so they just don't have any information. But I guess we could kind of see tomorrow. Maybe I'll try to go get some more sources myself, but all my major retailer sources have nothing for tomorrow. Besides, as I mentioned, maybe behind the PS Direct stuff, but I'll give you guys more updates tomorrow if we can, because maybe we'll get some nice leaks or informations or anything throughout the rest of tonight. So if you guys got that good, send me a DM, send me some information. I would love to go and talk about it or see it. Or maybe, who knows, maybe it's the fabled Amazon drop, and maybe we can finally go and actually stop talking about the stupid Amazon drop. As always, got the Amazon links down below for the disc and digitals. Hopefully we'll actually have a good week, if not next week, for console restock, so all of you lovely folks can go get them. As well, check out the videos earlier on today if you guys want. We have the how to get your console this week video, which I usually recommend for all the rumors and expectations. And of course, also check out the video earlier on today as well, which kind of talked more about the Indian stock. As well, make sure you guys are subscribed. We're super close to 40K, and I would love if you guys were to go and drop a subscription to the channel with the notifications on, or for the PS5 giveaway, leave a like if you guys made this far. Any ads you guys saw go towards my mom. And of course, you have the Amazon links down below, the Twitter and Twitch stream down below if you guys want to follow. And of course, the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money, and Coinbase. You guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. Love you guys so much. Have a good rest of your nights, and I'll see you guys up later on.